The saloon doors slammed open with a dusty echo, and laughter filled the room like smoke. Clara knelt on the wooden floor, her hands trembling as she tried to gather the spilled beans back into a cracked tin cup. Her dress was worn, her face streaked with dirt, and the hunger in her eyes was deeper than the silence she carried. "Look at her," one man sneered, boots thudding against the floor as he circled her. "Too poor to eat, too weak to stand." Another man kicked the cup, scattering the beans again. The room erupted in cruel laughter. Clara didn't speak. She had learned that words only made it worse. Survival meant silence. Behind her, the saloon doors creaked once more. A tall cowboy stepped inside, his shadow stretching across the floor like a warning. His coat was dusty from the road, a faded hat low over his eyes. A long scar ran from his brow to his jaw, the kind of mark that told stories no one dared ask about. The laughter continued, but softer now. He walked slowly toward the bar, each step measured, heavy. The bartender straightened, suddenly nervous. The cowboy didn't order a drink. He didn't look at the men. His gaze fell only on Clara, still on her knees, still trying to gather what little she had left. One of the bullies scoffed. "You lost, stranger. This ain't your business." The cowboy stopped. Silence. He turned his head just enough for the light to catch the scar on his face. The room seemed to shrink around him. Then he spoke a single word. "Enough." It wasn't loud, it wasn't angry, but it carried weight. The kind of weight that comes from pain, from loss, from battles survived. The man who had been laughing the loudest shifted uncomfortably. "We're just having some fun." The cowboy stepped forward, placing a small cloth pouch on the floor beside Clara. Coins clinked softly inside. Then he removed his coat and draped it over her shoulders. "No," he said quietly. "You're having cruelty." The room had gone completely still. Clara looked up for the first time, her eyes wide with disbelief. The cowboy finally faced the men. He didn't reach for his gun. He didn't need to. His presence alone was enough. One by one, the bullies stepped back. Chairs scraped. Laughter died. They moved toward the door, muttering excuses, until the saloon was empty except for Clara, the bartender, and the scarred stranger. He knelt down, helping her gather the remaining beans into the cup. "Food first," he said gently. "Then we talk." Tears welled in her eyes, not from shame this time, but from something she hadn't felt in a long while. Kindness. The bartender, who had watched everything in silence, placed a warm plate of stew on the table without being asked. The cowboy helped Clara to her feet and guided her to a chair. He sat across from her but said nothing more, giving her the dignity of eating without being